Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's me, Dave Kaufman. Welcome to seeing how far back I need to go to be in frame right now. Welcome to At Home with James, with me, Dave. It's At Home with James with Dave, coming to you live on this Monday, the 14th of June, 2021. Wow. What a day. What a day to start a wonderful week of work, huh? Where are all my employees at? I can't hear you. Of course I can't hear you. This is a one-way stream. I don't know who's watching. Let's see how many viewers we got. 6 viewers. It's a record for this show. Normally it caps out at 5, but not when Dave hosts. No siree. I'm having a hell of a day right now. I got a splitting headache, so I just took a Motrin. Hopefully in a couple of minutes it sinks in and I'll be able to focus my eyes on something and not just see a blurry mess. So nothing goes better with a headache than Coors. This episode of At Home with James with Dave has been brought to you by Coors Banquet. It's like Coors Light, but it's better. And there's more calories, which should cost more. Hold on, I gotta mute this thing. Alright, so what's going on, everybody? As you might note, James couldn't be here because he has more important things to do as usual. Watching Les Habitants de Montréal battle with the Las Vegas, what are they called? Knights? Las Vegas Knights. I just realized that that's like, it's kind of like a pun because people go to Vegas for the nightlife. It never occurred to me before because, of course, the spelling of that team is K-N-I. You know the rest. Anyway, so that's cool. A lot of people are watching hockey tonight. I guess I'm not. I'm doing this. So fill me in on the score as we go, so I don't feel like a fool, the only person out of the loop as to what's going on. I'm coming to you live, as Sid Rocks mentioned in the chat, because I engage with the chat. I'm the type of host that engages with the chat. Sid Rock pointed out that I'm coming to you from the Dave Cave. I almost called it the Rave Cave, which would be a cooler cave, but no, it's the Dave Cave. We got a staircase to heaven back there. Stairway to heaven, I guess, would be a better way to put that. We got a bunch of unpacked boxes because I've only been living here a month and a half. We got a couple of Coors Lights because that's what life is right now. It's just working and drinking, you know? The blue-collar lifestyle. That's what I'm up to. Sid, hey, thanks, Sid. Honestly, I prefer Dave's opening rants better than James's. So, put that in your pipe and smoke it, James, when you watch that on the replay. Smoke that. It's the only thing you've ever smoked. Because you're a straight edge. Straight edge to the bitter end. What else? This week's been interesting. Last week, my kid took a tumble. Fell 2.5 feet off of a changing table, and that's just high enough that even though she was perfectly fine, we still had to bring her to the emergency room. And so after 4.5 hours of waiting, my wife was waiting. I wasn't waiting. I drove home and left her there. But after 4.5 hours of her waiting, they took one look at my daughter and said, "Oh, she's fine. Go home." So that's what parenting is. It's a constant feed of scares, fumbles, foibles, and somehow the kid makes it out okay. As far as I know, I haven't. Maybe she lost a couple of brain cells, but hopefully she's fine. One good way to lose a couple of brain cells is by drinking Coors Banquet. Of course, this episode has been brought to you by Coors Banquet. Coors Light's older brother. We got a great show for you tonight. We got a fantastic show for you tonight. We got Thomas Barnwell is here. Everyone who knows Canada's sweetheart Thomas Barnwell is here. We got Conor Rose. Of course, that's Carmen Rose's younger brother. And we got open phone lines. We got plenty of phone lines. They're open. So if you know the secret number, feel free to call in. We're excited to take your calls. If you don't know the secret number, well, hang out in the chat. And get to know somebody, and maybe someone will pass the secret phone number to you. It's sort of a inside baseball kind of thing. You only know it when you're in the know, and otherwise, you don't. So before anything else, sorry, I just had a brain melt. My brain melted there, and that's because I've got a headache. Before we get to any other guests, let's just jump into it. Let's take a phone call. So got 2 of the 5 lines lit up right now. I got line 1, and I've got, weirdly enough, line 5, the ends. So the bread to the phone line sandwich. So let's go to phone line number 5. 1 second. All right, caller 5. You're on the air. What's going on? Where you at? What's your name? Where you from?
Hi, my name's Darby. I'm calling from NDG.
Hey, Darby. Thanks for calling. What made you call in? What you got for me?
Well, I'm just watching the show tonight, and I heard that you mentioned that you had a Motrin before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one today too. I had a really rough day at high school.
Oh, you're in high school. How old? What grade are you in? Darby,
I'm just
is it? Darcy? Darby?
Darby,
Darby.
Darby. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I'm in grade 10. I'm
Okay.
just about to finish up before I graduate next year.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Well, I
What?
hope so. I hope I graduate.
Yeah, I bet you will. They'll pass
Well,
anybody these days, right?
well, I hope so. For my case, I'll be honest. I'm kind of an average student.
Average is a pass, you know? That's
Well,
okay.
that's
Ah.
not what my dad says.
Oh, what does your dad say?
Calls me a dumbass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so true.
What does your dad do for a living if he's so smart?
He's a pilot.
Okay, well, that's pretty noble.
Yeah, he works for Air Canada.
Okay. So it must have been a rough year for him.
Well, times are tough with COVID.
Sure, yeah. I'd say it's been a tough year for I think pretty much almost everybody.
Really, you seem like you're doing well.
Well,
You got it all.
oh yeah, what's that?
Well, looks like you have a really spacious basement, which means you probably have a great home.
Yeah, it's
It
all
sounds
right.
like your daughter took a fall and she's fine. Seems like you have a wife that loves you. Probably have a pretty good job.
It's okay.
And you've got a great friend that lets you host his show.
Well, he lets me host the show when he doesn't want to.
Well, still a nice gesture, right?
I guess. I
But
mean, he doesn't pay me.
but the one thing, well, look, I only get a small allowance, so tell me about it.
Yeah. What kind of cash is what you getting? What,
We're
$5 a
talking
week?
$5 a week. Who do you think I am, Bill Gates?
Well, I think he makes a little bit more than $5 a week,
Yeah,
especially with all that vaccine money these days.
vaccine money?
Oh yeah, he's got all the patents.
Oh, you're crazy, man.
Maybe I am a little crazy.
I max out at $2 every 2 weeks, so $1 a week.
Wow. What do you do with your dollar?
I invest it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
You'll probably have that $1 will turn into $2. I'm sure in no time at all.
Well, I invested into my piggy bank.
Oh,
That's right. I still use a piggy bank. I'm 15. Get it out of the way.
well, I'm not gonna. It's not nothing to be ashamed of. Savings, it's important to save in life. It's a valuable
Well,
skill to have. But maybe you could invest that.
I never said I was ashamed. Should I be?
No, no, I'm saying you shouldn't be.
Okay, well, we're on the same page, brother.
Great. But let me suggest maybe you take that money and instead of just putting it in your piggy bank, you put it in some sort of investment vehicle, like a.
Yeah, you're sounding a lot like my dad. Maybe I could make a suggestion that you keep yours to yourself.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Look,
well,
I'm sorry. I'm just having a rough day. That's the reason I called. It's because I noticed that you had a Motrin and I took one too.
how did the Motrin make you feel?
Well, in terms of my headache, it made me feel pretty good, but emotionally, it didn't do anything.
No.
No, something really bad happened at school today.
Oh, what happened?
I got my ass whooped.
Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. It's
Uh,
not
my,
funny. I just wasn't expecting it.
yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Look, everyone else laughed. I'm when I say that I got my ass whooped, I got my ass whooped raw.
Oh, how did
Yeah,
that? How did that happen?
the debate team totally throttled me.
You got your ass whooped by the members of the debate team,
Yeah,
notoriously not strong people
they
physically.
bra- not only did they whoop my ass, they branded it.
Oh my god. What did they put on there?
You don't want to know.
They put "you don't want to know" on your behind?
That's exactly what they put on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you wanted to, they said anytime anyone sees your bare ass, they're gonna ask you what's the significance of this branding, and then I'm gonna have to tell this story. They totally own me,
Well, I think they should be embarrassed for doing something like that.
huh?
I said, I think they should be embarrassed for doing something like that.
What?
I said, I don't know if
Oh,
this
I heard
connection's
it.
breaking up.
No, no, the connection's great. I have fiber optic Wi-Fi.
Oh, me too.
I just don't understand what you're saying.
That's a great connection.
What?
That fiber optic Wi-Fi.
Oh, the fiber optic Wi-Fi. Okay. Anyways, I wanted to know, have you ever been bullied?
Yeah. It might come to a shock to all of our audience members, but when I was
No, it
younger,
won't.
you might be surprised to find out, for all the audience members who consider me a cool cat, but when I was younger, in grade 3, I had a bully.
Go on.
And my bully would bully me. And one day, he threatened to punch me. And then, when he went to punch me, I moved out of the way, and he accidentally hit a fence and started bleeding.
That's your bully story? I just got done telling you that my ass got branded. You're trying to get on my level? You don't even know what it's like.
I do. Let's just say my bully was embarrassed that day because he was bleeding when he thought I would be.
Huh?
All right. Thanks for calling. And that was our first caller. I'd like to thank Darcy. Whatever. I feel bad for the guy, but I hope he feels better because he just had a wonderful Motrin, and I feel like mine is kicking in right now. And so I'm ready to take this show into top gear. But before we get to our first guest, I want to take one more quick caller. So line one's been waiting the longest. Line one, you're on the air.
Hey, Dave, how's it going?
Hey, who is this? What's your name? Where are you from?
My name. Well,
Yeah.
my name's Sylvester.
Wow. You know, I mean, I must be mistaken, but you sound exactly like the famous actor Sylvester Stallone.
That's exactly what I'm going for. I'm an impersonator.
Oh, well, you're pretty good.
Hey, thanks.
Well, how can I help you today, Sylvester?
Well, I saw you doing a show and I thought this could be a good opportunity to get my brand out there.
Absolutely, sure. If you want to plug your impersonation business, are you
Yeah.
on one of the apps like?
Yeah, you can find me on LinkedIn. You can find me on Instagram. On
Nice.
Instagram, yo, my account is at the real fake Sly Stallone.
That's pretty good. Sly.
Right? Yeah, I thought a lot of the celebrities they do the real and then their name. Where I thought, well, I'm not real. Maybe I say that I'm the real fake Sly Stallone.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
I'm working on something else too. Me and all of my other celebrity impersonator friends, we're trying to open up an imitation Hard Rock Cafe.
Oh, cool.
Remember when the celebrities they did that?
Now, were you part of Hard Rock Cafe or were you part of Planet Hollywood?
Oh no, I got the bar wrong.
No,
Damn it.
hopefully you could just switch it. Probably didn't pay for a whole
No,
bunch of
it's too late. We put in an IPO.
an IPO.
Yeah.
You're public on the stock market?
Yes.
Oh my god. What ticker or
Damn it.
symbol are you trading under? Maybe I'll buy a
Huh?
couple of shares.
Oh man, I thought for sure it was the Hard Rock Cafe. Me and the fake Arnold, we got into a debate about it.
Oh, what did that sound like?
Well, I was saying no, it's the Hard Rock Cafe, and then he was saying, "Oh, no, it's the Planet Hollywood."
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I also do Arnold too.
Oh yeah, what is your social media handles for that?
That one is at the real fake Arnold.
Okay.
So
So you got a
basically,
brand.
yeah, I do a couple others.
Oh yeah, like what?
You know, all the classics. So I do Stallone, I do Arnold, I do Gilbert Gottfried.
Okay. People like Christopher Walken, that's a very popular impression.
Who?
The actor, Christopher Walken.
Huh?
He's an actor. He's been in a bunch of different movies.
Well, here's the thing. I don't really like a lot of movies, so maybe you could impersonate him for me, and if you do a good job, maybe I'll take your impersonation and I'll start doing it.
I don't, I can't do it. I don't have the kind of talent that you have.
Yeah, don't sell yourself short.
All right. Uh, I I gotta have more cowbell.
Yeah, keep going. Try it again.
I gotta have more cowbell. How's that?
Well, the problem is I'm not familiar with the impersonation of who
Right.
you're doing, so you could really be doing anything, and I would like it.
Right. Well, did you like that one?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in. I'm gonna leave on a win.
Okay. Well, thanks for giving me again. It's at the real fake Sly Stallone.
Got it. All right. You hear that, everybody? The real fake Sty Salona. We'll get our intern Devin. Thanks, Devin, to type that into the chat, and we appreciate it. Bye bye. All right, guys. That ends the call-in segment for the first segment of the show. Hope that was all right for everybody. I'm learning. I'm still learning how to interview. You never know what to ask a person, because I don't really care what they say. That's the problem. But don't tell that to this next guest because he is fantastic. He's one of the greats, as I said before. He's Canada's sweetheart, and we're gonna bring him onto the show right about now. So I'm also teching, so apologies for looking around. I'm going to bring him on, and please welcome, everyone, Thomas Barnwell. Thomas, how's it going?
Great, Dave. How are you?
I'm doing okay. My headache's slowly dissipating. It was pretty bad there at the beginning, but I'm keeping it together, for the audience.
That phone work could give you a headache, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Some of these people who call into the show, wacko.
Yeah. Maybe I hope Darby didn't invest in the IPO of the Hard Rock.
Well, we don't know how it goes. Some of these IPOs, they can pump right off the top and then they'll dump afterwards. So maybe you can flip it for a quick buck.
I don't know. It doesn't sound ethical, but
fair enough. Nothing's ethical in business.
That's true. Yeah.
So Thomas, tell me, you're a parent. You ever drop your kid?
No, but I once dislocated my daughter's shoulder.
Oh yeah, how'd you do that? Neglect?
Yeah, first the neglect, and then I yanked her arm.
Okay. Really? So,
She we it was kind of funny because we were actually on the road. We were driving down south, and my younger daughter, she was about 2 or 3, and she was having a fit, and I was
yeah.
holding her hand. We were walking through the rest stop, and she threw herself down, and at the same time I pulled up,
Oh.
and didn't realize right away, and we noticed she was extremely quiet on
Oh,
the
really?
drive. So we
Wow.
we ended up pulling off in Maryland and going to a hospital.
Okay.
And
How are the hospitals in Maryland?
they were great. I was
Yeah.
expecting to be arrested, but
That's the thing. I was also expecting for them to, because when I called 811 before going into the hospital, and they told me whether or not I had to go, and they asked for like my name and like my address and my phone number,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh shit, like the cops are gonna show up shortly afterwards and take my daughter away, but they didn't. I think these things happen, right?
yeah. In my case, they have a name for it. Apparently, I guess it was her elbow, not her shoulder. They call it. So we brought her in, and the doctor looked at her and he said, "Oh yeah, we call this nursemaid's elbow because apparently it's very common.
Oh really? Okay, that's good
Your
to know.
child is young. They throw themselves down to have a tantrum, and just instinctively you kind of pull up.
So what should you do?
I guess let them throw themselves on the ground.
Right.
But I just dislocated her other elbow just to teach her a lesson. So.
As you should. That's the trick to parenting. You got to parent with a iron fist.
Great. And I made her older sister watch. I said, "I'm sorry you have to see this, but."
Did you? But when you were raising your kids, I feel like corporal punishment wasn't as frowned upon as it is now.
I'm not that old.
No. I mean, I was. How old's your daughter?
My older daughter is 26, and my younger is 24.
Yeah, I was smacked, not in the face, but on the behind when I was a kid.
Yeah, but I mean.
Yeah, I was
You were a smart ass kid, right?
Yeah, and I had a fabulous ass.
Sounds like Darby's got one too now.
Yeah,
Did
exactly.
you get yours tattooed or?
Like my ass tattooed when I was a kid? No, it's still it's virgin as far as tattoos goes. I'm not tattooed. It goes it's against my religion.
Oh, okay.
Even though I don't care. But yeah, you can't if you're Jewish, you're not supposed to get tattooed. Otherwise, you can't get buried in a Jewish burial ground.
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Oh. Well, you're no longer quite as ignorant as you were before this interview started.
I learn something new every day.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's going on? You a hockey fan? You're not watching the game? How did I snag you on this fine evening?
I am not a hockey fan or a very casual hockey fan. I don't really watch hockey. So.
All right.
And you?
I don't care.
Any
I'll
sports?
watch it.
Nothing?
What? Sports? Nah. I'll watch. I like watching. Been watching Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And that's like grappling. So there's no striking, and it's just a bunch of grown men rolling around, sort of caressing each other.
I know. I actually, my younger daughter, when she was about 5, her gym teacher like ran a judo school, and so she came home all excited one day and said, I want to take judo. And I said, great. She said, and I want you to take it with me.
So you're like the Kramer in karate class?
Yep.
Just kicking the shit out of kids.
So, well, no, I was like, it was me and like 5 to 8-year-olds. And so the gym teacher didn't know what to do with me. So he would like make me get down on all fours, and they'd use me as a vaulting horse or this or that.
Did you learn how to count in Japanese? I took judo when I was in like pre-K or something, and I got my yellow belt, which is the second lowest of the belts.
I know.
So I'm skilled in this sport, combat sport.
Yeah, well, it comes in handy if you're going to do jiu-jitsu grappling, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to. I just watch it on on YouTube, and then I'm like, oh, that's cool, I could do that, and then I never actually pursue it because that requires like effort and like going to place and then like physical exhaustion and getting the shit kicked out of you for a while until you're good enough to actually keep people off your neck.
If you're more comfortable in the basement drinking beer, that's who am I to judge? So.
It sounded like you were judging me when you said that.
I thought I was hiding that, but yeah,
You
I guess
were
it
not.
Okay, well,
You were not. All right, let's take a caller. We got 5 people. The phone lines are full. Thomas, what do you want? 1 through 5. What are you thinking?
I'll go for 3.
3. All right. Let's caller 3. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you from? You're on with Thomas Barnwell and me, Dave from At Home with James with Dave.
Yes, hello.
Hey, how's it going? You're on with Dave and Thomas.
I'm doing well. My name is Michael Hatchison, and I'm calling from the West Island.
Hi, Michael. What brings you on the show tonight?
Well, I was watching your program, and for the first little bit, I was having quite a time enjoying it. I may not sound like it, but I do enjoy to laugh until I heard both of you talking about the horrible neglect that you've affected your kids with.
Now, Michael, that sounds a bit judgmental.
Well, would you prefer that I don't judge child neglect, or would you prefer that I endorse it like you do?
Well, I mean, that's sort of a biased way of framing it. Michael, do you have kids of your own?
I'm sorry. I apologize for being biased against child neglect. How dare I?
Do you have kids of your own, Michael?
Yes.
Okay, and have they ever been injured under your care?
Absolutely not.
No, never.
No. They've been injured.
Never taken a tumble, never scraped a knee?
Not while they are in my care. Certainly they've been injured at summer camp, small accidents, but not in my care.
But you're willing to send them to summer camp, so you knowingly put them in a compromised position.
Well, I guess we have that in common, where I send my kids to summer camp where certainly they could be exposed to bug bites or perhaps some type of animal, or tripping over a stick where you, it sounds like you throw your daughter off of cabinets and shelves and things like that.
Well, we didn't throw her. She wiggled and fell. Thomas, do you find Michael's assessment of our behavior as parents accurate?
Well, I'm not sure that I'm interested in engaging with this gentleman either, based off the information that he's provided, breaking children's arms and such.
He didn't break the arm.
Yeah, I didn't break anybody's arm, Michael. You sound like a very protective guy. I don't know.
First of all, you call me Mr. Hutchinson.
Can I call you Michael?
Yes.
I apologize, Mr. Hutchinson, but you
Sorry
seem like a
about that,
very
Michael.
protective guy.
Thomas, let's be respectful to our callers.
Yeah, listen to me, young man.
Which one?
You're talking. This Barnwell.
Okay.
You
there, Michael?
When you're talking to me, you have a bit of respect for your elders.
Okay, well, I'm just guessing based on the demographic of this fine show that maybe I might be older than you. That's all.
I assure you that you're not. That's quite an assertion to make. Now I feel judged.
Well, I mean,
I'll have you know that I just turned 80 years old.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Good for you, sir. Good for you.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Well, just talking to a couple youngsters like you makes me feel young.
I'm quite embarrassed because I thought you were a great deal younger.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I said I'm a bit embarrassed because I thought you were significantly younger than 80.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I'm not quite understanding your wordplay.
It's okay. You sound fantastic.
Well, I am fantastic. You should have seen my birthday party.
Oh, what'd you do?
Well, I went to 3 Amigos.
Oh, nice. What'd you order?
Everything.
You ordered everything.
Wow.
Well, what would you do on your birthday? Just order an appetizer and be happy, be on your way?
I'd probably get an appetizer, maybe a main, and then maybe a drink to go with.
You know what's better than one appetizer is all of them.
What was, that must have taken a while. Did you finish the whole thing?
Well, absolutely. I'm not a believer in wasting food. Perhaps both of you youngsters, you like to waste food in the same way that you like to neglect your children.
Thomas, rebuttal.
Well, no,
Not only do you neglect your children, you probably neglect the food on your plate.
no, I don't neglect the food on my plate. I don't like to waste food. And in fact, it sounds like maybe you're a bit of a glutton.
Well, how dare you? I don't like to use this type of language, but you're a bastard.
Whoa. Okay, let's calm down. Let's
Yeah,
calm
I'm
down.
sorry.
Thomas, Michael, let's
You know what? You're right. You're right. I apologize for saying that. I shouldn't have said that.
It's okay.
And I shouldn't have accused you of gluttony. I apologize.
We've all made mistakes. I shouldn't have called you a bastard. I should have called you a dirty bastard.
Whoa,
Okay,
whoa,
now that's
whoa,
okay.
whoa. This is not that kind of show where this isn't Maury Povich where we just where the audience or the callers yell at the guests. I'm sorry, but
Who?
Maury Povich?
I'm not familiar with that program.
Maybe you can replace that with Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer.
Who?
Maybe Montel Williams.
Oh, I'm sorry, you've lost me.
Sally Jesse Raphael.
Sally Jesse.
Oh, now I like her. She's pleasant.
Yeah, you know, in the episodes where sometimes a guest will come on and the audience member will maybe berate the guest a little bit.
Hold on 1 second. What? Well, that's not good. Well, perhaps an evening in the basement will settle their tea kettle. All right. I'm sorry about that.
What happened there, Michael?
Well, one of my grandchildren is a little out of sorts. They're playing with a harmonica, and we're a little concerned about that, so we're going to send them to timeout in the basement where it's completely child-proofed and safe.
How long is the timeout?
For the remainder of the evening, and then we'll recap in the morning.
So they sleep down there?
Absolutely.
So whenever one of your grandkids is punished, they get sent to the basement to sleep in the basement?
Well, it's not a punishment, it's a safe place. You wouldn't know that. You're probably smoking crack with your children.
Well, I do not smoke crack, sir.
Well,
and I sort of...
My apologies. You only indulge in the more sophisticated of substances like beer.
Nothing wrong with Coors Banquet. And by the way, this episode has been brought to you by Coors Banquet, so you don't have that kind of chatter on the show. In fact, I'm going to end this call right now. Goodbye, Michael. Thomas, say goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Hutchinson.
Goodbye. Unbelievable, that guy.
Wow. And you would think your kid shows an interest in music, plays the harmonica, you'd want to encourage that.
Yeah, you want to encourage that type of behavior. You don't find it shady and send them to a dungeon.
No, and he obviously sees the harmonica as a gateway to crack smoking. So
yeah. Yeah, which is not the case, by the way. Plenty of great harmonica players don't smoke crack. Just ask the lead singer of Blues Traveler.
Right.
Oh, I didn't mention this in the intro, but Thomas, I went to a bachelor party this weekend.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, first post-pandemic, even though the pandemic's kind of still going on. First post-pandemic bachelor party, and I smoked a cigarillo.
Wow.
You ever smoke a cigarillo?
I have smoked a cigarillo, yeah.
What'd you think?
Kind of disgusting.
Yeah, it was disgusting. My throat killed the next morning. I thought I was dying.
It's one of those things you do at bachelor parties and then you regret it.
I was inhaling. I'm too used to smoking something else. So I was...
So you do smoke crack?
Yeah, crack. I'm so used to smoking crack that I inhaled the cigarillo.
Wow. So, where was the bachelor party?
It was at my friend's parents' backyard.
Okay,
and the parents were there, and they were just sort of in the kitchen while a bunch of guys were smoking weed and drinking beer around the table.
Sounds like being back in high school.
It was. I mean, I used to go to that backyard to do those very things in high school, so it was literally a blast from the past.
Wow. Nice. So when's the big day for your friend?
Saturday. Sunday.
Wow.
Sunday. I'm watching his wedding on Zoom. And
yeah.
Maybe we'll broadcast it on this very channel on Twitch.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Unbeknownst to him, I'm going to publicize his wedding to the world and all the fans of At Home with James, and maybe we'll take a couple callers.
Yeah. maybe he'll get more viewers too.
Yeah, maybe. All right, Thomas. Well, I want to let's wrap this thing up. I want to thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate it. I appreciate for dealing with some of these more numbskull callers.
I don't know how you do it, Dave. God bless you.
I appreciate it. You got anything to leave our audience with before you sign out?
I think you're doing a great job. You're like the Ed McMahon of At Home with James, and
he's dead, right?
I didn't mean it in that way, but
Okay.
the fact that you step in and you're a great host. And,
Did Ed McMahon host the Tonight Show?
Well, when Johnny was away.
Okay. That's before my time.
Yeah. So maybe my kids did have corporal punishment.
Yeah, maybe you did live through those. All right, thanks a lot, Thomas, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Take care. And I'll do this and that. Oh, all right. Just adjust here. I got to make some adjustments. This being on Twitch and me teching, so don't you worry your pretty little faces right now. Yeah, that was all right. I gotta maybe pre-write some questions for some of these interviews. Get into the deep of thick of it. Find out the emotional ups and downs of our guests instead of just talking about smoking cigarillos. But people like smoking, so maybe I'll keep doing it. Maybe I should. I mean, the spirit of this show, maybe not writing questions is actually the best play. All right, we're going to go back. We're going to take another caller now. So let's hit up. Let's see. We got caller 4 and caller 2. We haven't taken either of those. So let's go with caller 2. 2 comes before 4. Before 4. Great band. All right, caller 2, you're on the air.
Hi, David.
Hello. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hi, I called a couple weeks ago. This is Sylvia from NDG.
Oh, right, Sylvia. What's going on? How are you?
I'm not sure if you remember me, but I saw you doing some lawn care in a pair of shorts on your front steps.
Really? That's interesting because I don't take care of my own lawn. I have my landlord does it.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe I saw the wrong person.
Maybe you saw my landlord. Well, you can see me now. Do I look like the person who was on my lawn?
That's a great question.
Here, let's get a good look at me.
No. Let's have you stand up.
Stand. Oh, you wanna see the bod?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I get that a lot. Sylvia. Ever since I was a little kid, I had an ass that wouldn't quit. So I'll stand up for you. I know how this game is played.
All right, stay
And
just
I'll
like that.
Turn around.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
You see my boxers are sort of tucked into my t-shirt.
yeah.
As stylish to do.
Style choice. You are funny.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You're very nice.
David, it was you that I saw. I wouldn't
Really?
mistake that rear end or front side for anyone else.
Well, I guess you walked by my place. So,
David, let's cut the crap. I have a question
okay.
for you.
Sure, go ahead.
Now, when are you going to take me out for a glass of wine?
Glass of wine. Well, Sylvia, you should know that I am married.
Oh, I wasn't aware that friends couldn't have a glass of wine.
Oh, it's just as friends? Sorry, it seemed like you were implying a little bit
let me
more.
ask you a couple questions. Would it be inappropriate for friends to talk to each other?
I suppose that would not be inappropriate. No, Sylvia, that'd be totally fine.
Okay, would it be inappropriate for friends to sit with each other?
I guess that would be okay, too. Nothing wrong with that. Just
What
some
if-
platonic sitting.
Now, what if during the time of that sitting, well, maybe a glass of wine or two were to come into play? Would that be so bad?
You know what? If you frame it like that, Sylvia, I guess that's not too bad. Everybody likes a nice glass of wine after a long days of work. What's your favorite kind of wine? You like red, white, rosé?
Oh, box.
Box. I mean, all those wines come in box. I shouldn't have said come in box.
Oh, You are bad. What are you trying to tell me, David?
I'm not trying to. I can assure you, it was just a
Are
slip
you
of the tongue.
speaking subliminally
It
to
was
me?
just a slip
I
of the
thought
tongue.
you were
Sylvia.
married, and
I
all of
am
a sudden
married,
you're talking about coming in boxes.
I'm happily married. I've been in a relationship for nearly 15 years now. So I'm off the market. I can assure you.
Come closer, David. You can talk to me.
Sylvia, you there?
Oh, I'm here. I'm here for you, David. How happy are you?
I'm quite happy.
You can talk to me. We're friends.
I'm quite happy. Every relationship has its ups and downs, but the ups are much higher than the downs.
Really?
Yeah.
Make me a promise, David.
Sure, Sylvia.
Let's just say, hypothetically, during the down times, you wanted to, make a friend. Right? And maybe with that friend, you'd sit down, have a glass of wine, and maybe breathe into their ear.
Breathe into their ear.
Right? We all have to breathe, right? Friends can breathe together.
Sure. I mean, everybody's got to breathe.
Call each other a couple names.
If you don't breathe, you die.
Right? Imagine just call each other a couple names.
Like Sylvia?
Sure. But if you prefer, you can call me Mrs. Canterbury. That's what my students call me.
Oh, you're a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
What do you teach, Sylvia?
Oh, I probably shouldn't talk about it on the air.
Why?
Well,
I'm intrigued now. I'm even more intrigued than I was before.
Well, it's a private business. You see, I run my own classes. I'm a relationship coach.
Really, Mrs. Canterbury?
I specialize in getting people to break out of relationships that aren't providing them with any happiness.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing now, Sylvia. You're working your professional tricks on me. Well, I won't be having it. Okay, I'm in a committed relationship.
Inappropriate. How committed on a scale of 10?
9.5.
So there is some room for improvement.
Well, sure. I mean, every relationship has room for improvement.
See, this is probably something you don't do a lot in your regular relationship, is speak your piece from your heart.
No, we're quite open with each other. We tell each other what's up.
Well, that's good. It's important to have an open line of communication. I'm glad that you and I have that. Ooh.
Sylvia, that was quite the sensual noise.
Well, I suppose you could say that Sylvia is sensual.
Well, I appreciate you calling in, Sylvia, but I honestly, as I stated right off the top, I'm in a dedicated marriage, and that means that stuff like this, where things get a little sexy, they just can't happen. So I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I gotta let you off easy.
A bit of candle wax dripped on me.
Candle wax? Where? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm in my candle room.
Is that just a room full of candles?
Yes, there's room for one more.
Well, you should buy another candle then.
Oh, you are funny. You know, I like a man with a sense of humor.
Have you tuned in on any of the other nights when the regular host James is here? He's pretty funny. Maybe you and him can hit it off. He's quite single.
Tell me about him. Is he
Well, he's
Hold on. This is when Sylvia takes charge.
okay.
Is he as tall as you?
No, he's I'm not sure how tall he is. Maybe 5'2"?
Does he have a job?
I think maybe part-time work.
Does he have a big place?
No, it's the smallest apartment I've ever been inside.
It's gonna be a no for me, dog.
But he just got a new mattress.
How big? Queen or king?
It's a double.
Sorry, I feel like I'm tiring of this conversation.
Okay, Sylvia, I'm sorry.
Really
I couldn't
killed my mood.
I couldn't get you there.
Know how to twist and turn my intestines.
Oh God. That's nasty. I'm going to go ahead and say that. Well, Sylvia, I appreciate you calling in, and maybe you'll find some other tall, strapping gentleman to satisfy your every want and need.
Well,
I'm embarrassed. It couldn't be me.
huh?
And bye. Thanks for calling in. We'll all say bye to Sylvia. We appreciate her calling. The phone lines are open for the rest of the night, so if you got the number, feel free to call in. Let's not delay any further. Let's keep the show rolling, and let's bring on our next guest. Our next guest is a wonderful friend of the show. Has been on numerous times. Please welcome everyone. Give a warm round of applause from your houses at home to Conor Rose. Here we go. Conor, what's going on? How you doing?
Hey, Dave.
Hey, what's going on? It's raining outside? Or are you in sort of a recreation of Mary Poppins?
Sorry?
You look like a Mary Poppins character.
Oh, no, it's just raining.
Oh, okay. How you doing? I hear you're mostly outdoors now.
Yeah, except for Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Well, what happens again on those days?
My wife and I make love.
Ooh. Right. So, to recap, you're married. You live outside, I guess, on your balcony, and on Wednesdays and Saturdays, you and your wife make love. Now, why those nights? Why those nights as opposed to any other night?
That's what she chose. And I'm just going along trying to make her happy. You know what it's like, Dave.
Sure, you got to keep the wife satisfied. I've been married for a while now, and been in a relationship for 14 years, going on 15. So I know exactly what that's like. How are you liking it so far?
Dave.
Yeah?
First, I have a question.
Sure.
What days of the week do you make love on?
Well, we're not so scheduled, I would say. So it's kind of whenever we're both in the mood. We got a little extra time. The kid's asleep. Starts with a light touch. Things kind of escalate from there. That's when it's a go time.
Wow, so spontaneous, Dave.
Yeah. It's spontaneous. You got to keep. I've been married a bit, so word of advice: you got to keep things fresh in a relationship, right, Conor?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What do you have you been doing anything to keep things fresh?
Yeah, let's see, what have I done lately? Sometimes I sleep on this end of the balcony, and then sometimes I go down at the other end.
Oh, but what's your wife's name again?
Cordelia.
Is Cordelia around to see that sort of you changing it up?
Well, I'm not sure. She closes all the blinds on my off days.
Oh, so you're really only seeing Cordelia 2 nights a week?
Yeah, how often do you see your wife, Dave?
I see my wife every day. We share a bed, and
Dave, talk about killing the flame, eh?
well, I mean, to be honest, no. We kind of go through life together. It kind of it's what sustains our bond.
Yeah, I guess Cordelia and I are just maybe a little bit more secure or something.
Sure.
We don't
Yeah,
need
you both know what you want.
Yeah, we both know what she wants. That's for sure.
Yeah, and that's happy wife, happy life. That's what they say.
Here.
Are you happy, Conor?
Yeah, Dave.
Okay, I'm just checking. I just want to make sure. Did you hear Sylvia before?
Sure did.
Oh my God,
Dave, Dave, that's pretty strong of you to resist like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're married, that's it's written in law that you shouldn't defect.
Absolutely, I'm 100% faithful to my wife.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
Something I wanted to talk to you about.
Sure. I mean, anything. What can I help you with?
I'm a little concerned about our friend Jeans.
Oh. I I mean, yeah, there's plenty to be concerned about. What are you worried about?
He's been a single for a long time,
Yeah,
Dave.
yeah, yeah. I know, but it's been a pandemic here, so it's hard for people to get out and sort of date during that kind of time.
Dave,
Yeah.
listen, I'm under no illusion. I know what I look like. I know how I am. And listen, even I dated a mother and her daughter, and then three separate women before I met my wife, all during a pandemic.
That's true. Uh, that's true. I mean, if you put in the effort, you can get there. And I guess he's just kind of not putting in the effort.
Absolutely not. And you know what else? He's
What?
really blocked. I think he's really blocked.
What do you mean blocked? Like blocked up? Like physically?
Yeah, he's constipated, Dave. That's what's
He's constipated, but in the other way.
Yeah, he's constipated and he's emotionally constipated too.
Yeah, yeah. So how do you unblock somebody like that? You think maybe like prune juice or something?
Dave, I'm thinking that we set him up on a blind date.
Oh, that's a great idea. Who do you have any ladies in mind?
Nope. You?
I mean, I tried with Sylvia just earlier, but she seemed not interested based on his physical and financial attributes.
Hmm. Maybe your
Uh,
daughter has some friends he could go out
my
with.
daughter is quite young. She's turning 1 year on this week.
You know what I say, Dave? Age ain't nothing but a number.
Well, I mean that's true to a point, but my daughter's a baby.
Right.
But I mean, I like the ideas. Once we kind of get an idea flowing, maybe we can. Maybe I can give you an idea, and we can work off that. So maybe like, I don't know. My wife has some friends. Maybe I can try to set him up with someone like that, or I don't know. Most of her
Yeah.
friends are married too. Actually, now that I think about it, once you hit a certain age, you kind of try to settle down.
Right. Hmm.
We got
I don't know you.
Dork Sucker in the chat saying, Connor, call me, 1-800-HOT-LOVE. I don't know if that's a real number.
Whoa. Dave,
Yeah,
I'm a married man.
I know. It's kind of nice though being hit on when you're married, right? Like you could say no, but it gives you a little gives you that little bit of excitement, just like, oh well, what if? Do you have any what if moments, Connor?
Dave, I don't want to talk too loud. You know she's got this balcony mic'd.
Oh really? Connor, it seems like it's sort of a one-sided relationship.
No.
Okay.
Dave.
Okay. Yeah. What are you gonna say though? Yeah,
She's
coming
really
close.
nice.
Coming close.
Dave,
Yeah.
she does my laundry.
Okay. Wait. We were we were talking about if you ever get that if someone else hits on you.
Oh,
But I'm happy to know that she does. So let's come in close and try that again. But I'm happy to know that she does your laundry.
Dave,
Yeah.
she doesn't really let me go out that often.
Oh. What do you mean? Like you like go out to like a bar or something? I mean they just opened up.
No, like she makes me get my groceries delivered, and like I'm allowed to go out for soccer practice, and that's pretty much it.
Soccer practice. What do you play? NEG Sports?
Sorry?
Never mind. That maybe you know what? Maybe I mean this might be. I don't want to get in the way of your relationship, Connor. But maybe she's sort of waiting for you to make like a big move or something and assert yourself in the relationship a little bit.
Dave, you mean like say no?
Like what if you said no? What if you said tonight, Cordelia? I'm going out. I'm going to go hang with my buddy Dave and James. Do you think that would maybe that would get her excited because she's like, oh, my husband's like a strong-willed man, not just a little boy, a strong-willed man.
Oh, this. I've got to put down my umbrella for this conversation.
Okay.
Dave,
Yeah.
what night are you thinking?
Oh, I don't know. I gotta ask my wife, but maybe I don't know, maybe Saturday night or something. Like a big.
Well, I can't do Saturday, Dave.
Why not?
That's my night with Cordelia.
Oh, okay. It's Saturdays and Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Friday? Friday night. Like Rebecca, the night Rebecca Black sung about.
Yeah. So, like, just leave the house, or do I tell her?
Tell her. Say I'm going out tonight. Say, babe, I'm going out tonight, babe.
Hey, babe. Hey, babe. I'm going out tonight. Going out with the boys. Going to see Dave in his man cave.
Yeah, yeah. I can pull out some of those cigarillos that I have from that bachelor party.
James doesn't smoke, Dave.
Well, me and you can smoke, and James can watch.
I don't know, Dave. I think this is a bad idea.
Come on, Connor. Do it.
Dave.
Grow a pair, Connor.
She gets really angry.
Well, what if you got really angry, Connor?
She's just gonna start revoking some of my privileges.
You know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe you're not cut out for this.
No, wait, Dave. Don't say that.
No, it's fine.
No.
You don't have what it takes to assert yourself.
Dave, yes I do. Here, listen. Hey, babe, I'm going out with the boys tonight, whether you like it or not.
Nice.
Hey,
And what if she was like, no, you're not allowed to.
You're not the boss of me. I can do whatever I want.
I am the boss of you.
It's true.
No, Connor, you gotta say no. You're not.
No, you're not.
My only boss.
My only boss.
Well, where do you work, Connor?
Right now I'm unemployed.
Okay, so my only boss is me.
My only boss is me. I'm the boss of me. Not you, me.
Yeah, there you go. I think that'll do it.
Dave, I only have one fear.
What's that? Fear itself?
No.
Okay.
No, that she tells me that not to come home, not even on Saturday.
That's true. Maybe, you know what, forget it. I don't want to be responsible for breaking up what seems to be a really wonderful relationship.
Thanks, Dave.
No problem. All right, we're going to hit the phone lines. How does that sound, Connor?
Yeah, sounds good. I've been really enjoying your guests, especially Sylvia. Don't tell my wife.
Okay, yeah. Don't tell my wife either, Connor.
Okay.
Okay, secret, boy's secret?
Boy's secret.
Shake on it?
Shake on it.
All right, let's go to call line 4. We haven't hit up line 4. Line 4, you're on the air. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hey, this is Sean.
Sean. How's it going? This is Sean with you.
Yeah, this is Sean. Fourth time, long time.
Fourth time?
Yeah, this is my
Right,
fourth.
the first show you called in twice.
Yeah, this is my fourth phone call.
Night. Oh, ever?
Yeah.
Wow,
You
so
know
you
that
learned
I-
how to use the phone just for our show.
Well, yeah, I use a prepaid mobile phone.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Oh, I have
cool.
one of those too, Sean.
Well, you have a mobile phone too?
Yeah, Sean, and only prepaid cards applicable.
Sean,
Yeah,
this is
it's
Connor Rose. You're on
Can
the
you
air with
believe
Connor
that people
Rose.
actually have a plan 70, 80, sometimes 90, $100 a month? Meanwhile, we're riding high and saving a buck at the same time, man.
Yeah, like who has that kind of money to burn? Not me.
Probably this Dave guy.
Yeah,
I
sounds like
do
it.
have a phone plan. I pay, I think, $50 a month for 8 gigs of data and unlimited calls.
Look, I want to get into it. You guys are going out this weekend?
Oh, I didn't know that you were listening, Sean. But yeah, we were thinking about going out on Friday night.
Yeah, gonna try, Sean.
Look,
Try real hard.
I was going to take it easy tonight, and I wasn't even going to call in. And then I find out that there's a proposal for a Saturday night hangout, and you guys are all about Friday. Didn't you know what Saturdays are all about? Don't you know what Saturdays are for?
Hi, dude. Sean, what are your Saturdays for?
Well, Saturdays are for the boys.
That is a saying that Saturdays are for the boys, but not for young Conor Rose, for he's married, and that's one of his nights that he spends with
Well, yeah,
the fine
that's the
Cordelia.
other reason. This is a tough one, man. Because, Connor, you were saying on Saturdays, that's when you're getting that ass?
Yeah.
Man, that's a tough spot to be in. I can't even, can you, ima- can you imagine what it would be like if you were like, listen, I'm heading out with the guys. Then all of a sudden, your lady's like, yeah, if you head out with the guys, you ain't getting this ass.
That's my biggest fear, Sean.
Yeah, I can believe it, Dave. That happened to you, man.
That specifically, no, it hasn't happened. But I don't have a pre-planned intercourse night with my wife though.
Hey, Sean, are you
Yeah,
married? Are you married?
me
Yeah.
Yeah, are you married, Sean?
married?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not even close.
Okay.
L- let's just say, things have been drier here than the Sahara Desert.
Bet you're not as dry as it has been for James.
What?
Bet you're not as dry as it has been for James.
Who?
James, he's the host of this show usually, and
I
my
thought-
best friend.
What?
He's my best friend.
Okay.
Dave is my second best friend.
What?
Dave is my second best friend.
Oh.
Well, who's my friend? Wait, I should know that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Think about it, Sean. You gotta have
Hold
a
on.
friend out there.
Hold on. Are we hanging out this weekend or what?
Friday,
Sean.
we're going out, Sean.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah?
Dave, let's
Yeah?
just talk between us for a second.
Okay, I'm gonna put Sean on mute.
Dave, I'm thinking about asking Sean to be my third best friend. He sounds like a really cool guy. What do you think?
I mean, you just met him, Connor. Isn't that a little fast to be a third best friend?
I don't know. I got a sense that we're really connecting.
Well, I mean, you know best what's best for you, right?
Yeah, but Dave,
Yeah.
between like man to man, like
Sure,
he-
yeah.
he-
Husband to husband.
husband to husband, is he down to hang, you think?
I mean, I think so. He kept asking about it.
Okay, let's bring him back on and ask him.
All right, I'll bring him back. Hold on. Okay, Sean, you're back.
And that's when I told the club manager I only do Saturdays.
Sean, you were off the air for a little bit.
What?
You were off. We didn't hear that story.
Oh, I was telling you a story about my hope of being a headlining stand-up comedian.
Oh, you would only perform Saturdays as a stand-up?
Why would I do the open mics? Those shows suck.
Well, you kind of got to work your way up in the comedy scene, no?
Well, how can you work your way up in these shows that no one goes to?
I mean,
It's
that's sort of the catch-22 about
you know what?
comedy.
This kind of makes me think of a new joke to add to my set.
All right, let's try it out on the show.
Yeah, okay,
Please welcome
so-
to the stage, Sean with a U.
Okay, so check this out. You guys know how that old saying goes, if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, well, does it really make noise?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Let me put this into my perspective. If a comedian like me crushes in front of an audience of no one on a Monday night open mic, did the set really crush to begin with? And this is where the audience would go crazy.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good,
Hey,
Sean.
Sean,
Yeah,
I'd like to invite you into our group of guy friends.
you're kidding me.
No? Want to be my third best friend?
Third?
Yeah.
That's the Monday night of Friends.
Wait, hold on, Sean. You're saying third's not good enough?
No, I want to be top spot.
Wow, that is... You just go straight from zero to hero, eh? You won't start doing open mics and you don't want to be number 3 on the best friend list.
Yeah, but look, just like at the headlining comedy nights, I've got a lot to offer, just as I do being the number 1 friend. Check this out, Connor. Do you like fireworks?
Yeah?
Yeah, I've got a whole closet full of them.
Oh, that is
Oh,
pretty
that's
good.
really... You drive a tough bargain.
Yeah.
I'll have to talk to my first best friend and get back to you.
Look, I totally understand your position. I appreciate your honesty.
Hey, don't worry about it. I appreciate you even though we never met.
Thanks. So,
Wait,
what's up?
Sean, let me just say, it really sucks that no one's been coming to your comedy shows. And the first thing tomorrow, I'll ask what's tomorrow? No, first thing Wednesday, I'll ask Cordelia if I can go to see you perform.
Are you serious? You'd come and see me?
Yeah, Dave, what do you say?
Yeah, Dave, you gonna come?
I'll have to check in with Sarah, my wife. But
What?
if she says, I'll have to check in with Sarah, my wife. If she says yes, I'll come for sure. I'd
I
love to
just
support
came
you,
up
Sean.
with a new joke.
All right, let's try it out. Please
Hear
welcome
it.
to the stage, Sean with a U.
Yeah, because the crowd, they demanded an encore.
That's the
So
joke.
I said, guys, I got one more for you. A
What
lot
is
of
it?
guys, a lot of the boys only hang out on Saturdays, but me, I hang out with the boys on days that end in Y.
Because that's every day.
This is when the crowd would
Oh,
totally go crazy, man.
Pretty good. Pretty good, Sean. Well, I gotta say, I want to thank you for calling into the show, and maybe email us your digits, and we'll touch base.
Yeah, totally. I'll drop my address right now. It's SHUN_DAMAN
Sean Deman. That's a
Yeah.
cool. That's a cool
that's a really
email.
cool email.
Yeah.
All right. Take care, Sean.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Sean.
Oh, he was a nice guy, Sean. What do you think, Connor?
Yeah, Dave, I think he's a really nice guy. Like, I think he'd fit right into our gang.
Yeah. I think so. Let me ask you something, Connor. How's my hosting so far? What do you think?
Oh, Dave, I mean, you know James McGee.
That's true.
Well, you're doing a pretty good job.
Well, I appreciate that. You got any notes?
Um, I mean, I say don't be afraid to, like, go for the jugular.
What do you mean by that?
Like, ask the hard-hitting questions.
Okay. I won't be afraid to ask the hard-hitting questions. I appreciate that. That's a great note.
Dave,
Yeah.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Well, we're wrapping up the segment. That was pretty much the last thing I wanted to ask you. So, all right. Well, have a good night, Connor. And I don't want you to pee your pants. So we'll
I gotta
end
go.
that there. Okay.
There's a spot on my balcony where I go.
Okay. Well, tell Cordelia I say hi, and maybe we'll go on a double date sometime.
Oh man, Dave, I'd really love that.
Yeah.
Love to meet your daughter too. She sounds like a doll.
She's a peach. All right. Take care, Connor.
Bye, Dave.
Bye. That was Conor Rose. Well, what a guy. You know, bit worried about him. Not gonna lie, his relationship sounds a little bit abusive. But you know, everyone makes it work in their own way. So I don't want to be the one to judge. All right. Well, before we leave, we got time for one last caller, and then after that, you know, I might even watch the end of the hockey game. Who knows? You know, maybe I'll get into hockey in the third round of the playoffs. Maybe that's when I'll start watching. So so let's go to the line. Oh, there's only one caller left, so let's go to line number one. Line one. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hey, this is James calling from St. Henry.
Hey, oh, I know that voice. It's James McGee, everybody. James McGee, regular host of the show. James, how you doing?
Dave, you know what? I could be better. Canadians currently down 1-0 to the Vegas Golden Knights, but their chances have been quite good so far. But I hadn't intended on calling, so I called in the hotline just moments ago when you said something that I found a little bit alarming.
Oh, what's that? I don't mean to alarm the audience when I'm doing the show.
Well, you had mentioned that you might get into the hockey during the third round.
Yeah, I might watch a couple of games.
Yeah, well, the concerning thing is like if you get into the games, right? Who's going to host? Because if I'm into the games and you're into the games,
I mean that's sort of it's a classic conundrum. But maybe we'll rotate back and forth or something.
okay, well that might work. Well, look, it seems like
I'm all about problem solving.
People are loving what you're doing right now.
Oh, well, thank you. Coming in from the chat, we got Dave Rules, James Drools. Now, I'm sure that's hyperbole. James
look,
bailing on this show is the best thing to ever happen.
Look, I have a very, very secure ego and confidence.
Of course.
I think you rule too.
Oh, I appreciate that.
And I'll say this, why can't we both rule?
You know, I didn't think of it that way, but it's true. Why can't two people rule at the same time?
Yeah, what about Dave rules, James rules?
You put a little extra oomph on the James rules.
Oh, did I? Okay, well I'll try it again.
Okay.
Dave rules, James rules. Did I do it again?
Still felt like you did it.
I did. Okay. Hold on. Let me just try, because
okay.
usually you put a lot of oomph on drools.
Right.
So
right.
I might be still in that phase. Let me try one more time. Dave rules. James rules.
No, you did it. That was even worse than
again.
That was worse than the first time. But
that
it's okay,
was worse
James.
than the first one.
No, it's fine. I understand what you're going for. It doesn't matter that just because when you say it, you imply that you rule slightly more than me.
No. I'm that's the thing. I'm trying to not imply that.
No,
Dave rules. Mm-hmm. James rules. And I am doing it, right?
You are doing it.
Well, hold on. What if I were to do it the other way around?
Let's try it.
Right?
Maybe that way the drools part would be emphasized, and that would be my part. So maybe we'll see what happens.
Let me give this a try. James rules.
Okay, but
Dave rules.
Right. Okay. Well, that time it was.
No, that was I fixed it.
No, you didn't fix it because you over enunciated the first part that time, and you under enunciated the last part.
Really?
But I understand where you're coming from, and it's okay to have some hubris when it comes to your own self-confidence hosting.
I'm just saying, I think that we can both rule.
Well, I believe in my heart of heart, I believe that despite that when it was verbalized by you, the distribution of the enthusiasm was unequal. Well,
yeah, so we're getting into the semantics of things.
Sure,
right?
Exactly.
Talking about the distribution of enthusiasm by way of tone and intonation, where I'm more about the stone cold definition.
You're about the written word, and I'm sort of more about what human beings communication is about, which is more tone and intonation based. Yeah.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah. Anyway, well, I appreciate you calling in, and thanks for catching in the show.
Now they're down by 2 goals.
I'm sorry. Maybe I will watch hockey after all. Maybe that's it for me.
That's a relief.
Yeah.
Well, Dave, I got to thank you one more time, and if you do want to watch, there's still almost half a game to go, if not more. So
maybe watching will be the cure that the Habs need to turn this one around.
I love it. Hey, look, it's a long series.
Yeah, it is a long series. You know.
Look, I'll say it one last time. Dave, you rule.
Thank you.
And I also rule.
Right. Okay. Well, you did it last time, but I appreciate that. And I'm gonna hang up on the host of the show right now. Thanks for calling in, James. And this went okay. You know, my headache, totally gone. My beer, totally empty. My basement, still cool. So thanks everybody for watching, and until next time, if the Habs keep it up, maybe I'll be hosting more of these. So take care and have a good night, and go Habs go, as they say. And I'll see you all. I'll see you on next time. Good night. Good luck, and let me get that old outro song since I'm also teching the show. Gotta find it on the file system of the computer. Opened a window, and that made my screen brighter. Oh, there you go. You can hear it. It's not quite loud enough. Let's turn that up.